The thing that's crazy is you want to pull a Winnebago up and park it in Venice and deal meth out of it. The city has no problems with you. If you started to rebuild your house just on your own, like you just said, hey, man, I got an architect, I got an engineer. These guys are responsible guys. They're bonded. They're professional. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm paying them.
They would come demolish it.
They would come demolish your house like they demolished a tree house. That's the problem. I want less of them. And what I want you guys doing is a little less focusing on stingily handing out permits to law-abiding citizens or tearing down tree houses or yelling at Toyota about catalytic converter placement or going with the trans community to take down street signs, and a little more focus on the homeless and the NGOs ripping everyone off and the failing system and the infrastructure and the potholes in the train to nowhere. Like, that's what I want you to focus on. And we'll leave my rebuilding of my home between me and my accountant and the engineer and the architect. How about that?
Yeah, and the fact that Mayor Bass with the whole permitting thing went out on the news was like, I'm going to waive all the permits, either knowing she didn't have that authority or knew she didn't have the authority. I don't know which is worse. And to this day, the only way you can get your permit fee waived is if you build exactly the same footprint of the house they let burn down. Who in their right mind is going to rebuild their exact house? First off, you have to rebuild it now to be fire resilient. There's all these new codes. And now I know people who, because of how deep the fire went and how they had to dig out a certain amount of toxic ash, now to get it like a certain level, they had to add more feet. So now their permits aren't waived. The fact that there was ever an issue where the city was going to charge any money, and still is, for the people's houses they let burn down is so insane.